Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to kick off today's session with a focus on building success beyond distance. Today, we'll explore how to get virtual teams right. We'll look at strategies for overcoming challenges and fostering effective collaboration across distances. So, let's dive in and discover how to make virtual teamwork work for your organization. Virtual teams have truly opened up access to the world's best talent, giving us incredible opportunities to collaborate across borders. But, as with any great tool, success depends on having a deliberate strategy in place. The difference between high-performing remote teams and those struggling often comes down to three key areas: communication, culture, and clarity. These elements are essential for building trust and ensuring everyone is aligned. Interestingly, nearly 40% of virtual teams fail, primarily because of poor communication and trust gaps. That's a significant reminder of how crucial effective communication is in a remote setting. On the flip side, virtual teams enable around-the-clock productivity, allowing organizations to operate across multiple time zones and deliver results 24/7. By 2026, it's estimated that about 80% of global teams will include remote members. This shift highlights why virtual teams matter now more than ever. They're not just a trend, but a fundamental part of modern business success. When managed well, they can unlock tremendous potential and drive continuous, around-the-clock output. Let's talk about overcommunicating with intention and clarity. It's really about making sure everyone understands what's expected and doing that early and often. Clarifying expectations up front helps prevent misunderstandings down the line. Building rapport is also crucial, and it's something you want to do consistently through personal connections, even in virtual settings. When trust gaps develop and go unaddressed, they tend to compound over time. And that can lead to delays, miscommunications, and even disengagement among team members. Now, a key challenge in virtual teams is that we lose a significant portion of our communication cues, up to 25%, compared to face-to-face interactions. That includes tone, body language, spontaneous feedback, things that help us interpret messages clearly. When those signals get lost or misunderstood, the team can start to fall apart. So, the root cause of many issues we see in remote work really comes down to communication and trust. If we can focus on over-communicating intentionally and building that trust, we're much more likely to keep our teams connected and effective. When managing multiple platforms, it's best to stick to just 3 to 5 core apps. Having too many tools can actually backfire by fragmenting attention and creating confusion rather than clarity. The goal is to keep things simple and focused. For example, using tools like Trello and Asana helps us manage workflows across different time zones effectively. They keep everyone aligned without the need for everyone to be available at the same time, which is crucial in today's flexible work environment. For real-time communication and collaboration, platforms like Slack, Microsoft Teams, or Zoom are essential. They enable quick, unified conversations and help the team stay connected no matter where they are. And underlying all of this are integrated platforms, the backbone of a virtual team. They ensure that all these tools work together smoothly, creating a seamless experience and keeping our virtual collaboration efficient and effective. Ultimately, choosing the right core apps and integrating them well helps us stay organized, aligned, and productive. Let's talk about empowering autonomy within virtual teams. The key is to align everyone around measurable outcomes, rather than micromanaging every step of the process. When teams know what success looks like through clear goals, they can take ownership of their work and find their own best paths to achieve those objectives. Regular check-ins are essential here. They provide an opportunity for transparent, two-way feedback, which helps build trust and allows us to surface potential issues early before they become bigger problems. This ongoing communication keeps everyone aligned and engaged. And crucially, creating a space where team members feel psychologically safe is vital. When people feel safe to speak up, take risks, and share ideas, even across screens, they're more innovative and collaborative. Establishing this safety encourages open dialogue and helps us foster a truly empowered, high-performing virtual team. This approach is a cornerstone of leadership in today's virtual work environment. Virtual water cooler, chats, and regular team rituals are more than just fun activities. They're key to strengthening bonds over time. These casual moments help build trust and camaraderie, even when we're not in the same physical space. And there's real value here. Teams that actively invest in fostering inclusion can see up to a 30% improvement in retention. That's a huge benefit. In virtual teams, culture doesn't just happen by chance. It requires intentional effort. Celebrating diversity, acknowledging different holidays and backgrounds, and creating informal touchpoints are vital. These small, thoughtful actions help replicate the spontaneity and warmth of office life, which is so important for connection. Remember, connection doesn't happen by accident. It's made through deliberate actions. That's why we emphasize culture by design, being intentional about the environment we create. When we focus on culture and inclusion, we're not just building a shared workspace. We're creating a shared identity that unites us and drives us forward. Let's talk about recognizing and celebrating contributions in a way that truly boosts morale. It's important to make these acknowledgments visible, whether that's during team meetings, through Slack channels, or company-wide updates. When team members see their efforts recognized, it naturally drives motivation and a sense of accomplishment. Now, moving on to tracking progress, using dashboards and analytics tools is key here. These tools help us see project status at a glance, identify blockers early on, and make adjustments before small issues turn into big delays. It's about being proactive rather than reactive. And finally, shifting our focus from simply tracking hours logged to measuring results delivered is crucial. Great remote work isn't about just being present. It's about the impact we make. When we measure outcomes over hours, we truly capture the value each team member contributes. All of this ties back to our broader goal of performance management, measuring what truly matters. It's about creating a culture where recognition and results drive success, no matter where we're working from. Preventing silos and resolving conflicts early are just as important as any other aspect of effective remote work. Investing in good documentation and establishing clear communication norms helps your team stay aligned and connected, rather than becoming fragmented or disengaged. One thing to watch out for is burnout, which is actually the #1 hidden cost of virtual work. When there's no physical separation between the office and home, many remote employees find it hard to disconnect. That can lead to fatigue, disengagement, and eventually, higher turnover. The good news is, each of these pitfalls, conflict, information gaps, burnout, is preventable. It's all about putting the right structures in place early on. For conflict, structured virtual mediation can help address issues before they escalate. For information, documenting processes and sharing knowledge bases ensures everyone has access to the same information and reduces misunderstandings. And for burnout, setting clear boundaries and respecting different time zones helps team members maintain a healthy work-life balance. So, by addressing these challenges early, with thoughtful strategies, we can keep our teams healthy, engaged, and aligned, no matter where they're working from. So, as we look at the results after implementing these changes, you can see that employee satisfaction scores doubled, which is a significant improvement. This clearly shows that when we create a better work environment and foster engagement, our teams feel more fulfilled and motivated. Not only that, but project completion times also improved. Projects are now being finished ahead of previous benchmarks, and delivery has become faster by about 25%. These are tangible benefits that directly impact our bottom line. To support this progress, we introduced weekly video stand-ups, established clear KPIs so everyone knows what success looks like, and incorporated virtual team-building rituals to strengthen relationships. These steps helped reduce project delays from 40% to much lower levels and improved engagement scores, which were previously quite low. Before these changes, communication was fragmented, and it was hard for teams to stay connected and aligned. Now, with more structured routines and clearer goals, we're seeing a real transformation. This case study really exemplifies how intentional strategies and consistent efforts can turn around virtual team performance and morale, aligning perfectly with our overall theme of effective remote management. Virtual teams done right can truly drive innovation, agility, and growth within your organization. The key is to start transforming your team today so you can unlock its full potential. Remember, culture and connection across distances don't just happen on their own. They need to be intentionally designed with purpose to foster a sense of belonging and collaboration. Building trust is also critical. It doesn't happen by chance, so you have to be deliberate about creating an environment of reliability and openness. And when it comes to investing, it's essential to balance your focus across people, processes, and technology. No single pillar can carry the team alone. They all need to work together harmoniously. Because at the end of the day, the future of work is virtual, and if you get it right today, you're setting yourself up for sustained success tomorrow.